Yes. Open mic morning. I'm Professor Stewart, if you don't know already, and I'll be facilitating this wonderful display of our extemporaneous talent here on campus. And so, I've got a few people signed up here. Whoever wants to, I mean, I know it takes a few people that kind of, once they see people actually doing it. You know what, I'm going to put it right here in this chair. And look how it's professional. It's on a piece of, yellow notebook paper with, I think, a crayon. So we're nothing but the finest here. So please sign up there and I'll announce you. If you guys have a handle or, a handle, what's the smoking bandit? If you guys have a, there we go, I'm talking about a pseudonym. Well, I'll what? So anyway, who's up? Who we got? We've got on here, our own Professor Kowo, Anna Kowo is going to come up here and read something for us to break the ice. Oh, you can do better than that. I mean, really, come on. She does have a red pen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was coaxed into doing this one, okay? The name of this poem is called My Husband Discovers Poetry. And as a disclaimer, I just want you to know that whatever you hear from this poem does not reflect the life of the reader. Okay. My Husband Discovers Poetry, and this is by Diane Lockwood. Because my husband would not read my poems, I wrote one about how I did not love him. In lines of strict iambic pentameter, I detailed his coldness, his lack of humor. It felt good to do this. Stanza by stanza, I grew bolder and bolder. Towards the end, struck by inspiration, I wrote about my old boyfriend, a boy I had not loved enough to marry, but who could make me laugh and laugh. I wrote about a night years after we parted, when my husband's coldness drove me from the house and back to my old boyfriend. I even included the name of a seedy motel, well known for hosting quickies. I have a talent for verisimilitude. In census images, I described how my boyfriend and I stripped off our clothes, got into bed, and kissed, then spent half the night telling jokes, many of them about my husband. I left the ending deliberately ambiguous, then hid the poem away in an old trunk in the basement. You know how the story ends. How my husband one day loses something, goes into the basement, and rummages through the old trunk. How he uncovers the hidden poem and sits down to read it. But do you hear the strange sounds that floated up the stairs that day? The sounds of an animal, its paw caught in one of those traps with teeth of steel. Do you see the wounded creature at the bottom of the stairs, his shoulders hunched over and shaking, fists in his mouth and choking back the sobs? It was my husband paying tribute to my art.
Very nice interpretation. Next up we have Taylor Crone. Come on. Yes. She's a little bashful, and we talked her into it. And what do you do? She's going to read a poem of hers, of her own composition here, okay? So, unlike Anna, who is doing a dramatic interpretation. All right, here we go.
This poem is called What Makes Me This poem is called What Makes Me Happy. It's very dark.
but like, yeah. Follow me into a world of paradox, phobias, and anything twisted. I'll lead you into a nirvana in which I will be your tour guide. Peaceful and mystical. I know you will think it is a nightmare, and that's what makes me happy. Screams from all around, yet no one is around. The feeling of your soul being taken over, werewolves howling, stars aligning, fog lingering. The scent of bark, glittery precipitation. Your mind is now upside down, and your emotions are now trapped. Your screaming thoughts are in my hands. There is no way out. You are now mine. I know you will think it is a nightmare, and that's what makes me happy. The pounding of your heart is making a protuberance through your skin. Your veins burst as I take it all in. You can never leave. The door is always locked. Not a key in sight, yet there is one traveling through my esophagus. Hypnotized is what you are. Under my spell, you will remain. Everything that you have lost, I have now gained. I know you will think it's a nightmare, and that's what makes me happy.
I also wanted me to mention that she does do children's parties on request. So, ask me and I'll get your contact information. Okay. Next up, we have a man of mystery who's joining us from parts unknown, Mr. Guido Liberato.
Buongiorno, buenos dias. My English is not too good, so reading a poem about Jose Marti. And who's going to read it for you is Guido Liberatore. So if you don't like it, about Fangul and the Fesamam. I too read Jose Marti's Our America, a bull paronga essay exploring 5 fat vatos, 5 fat Mexicans stuck at Taco Bell, with one skinny Bolivian named Cochabamba, all arrested in a backyard somewhere, some bullshit college in Berkeley. I shot tacos and thorns and bushes and roses and guacamole while Sean Berkeley died across the room. I too read Jose Marti's At Fifth Mariachi. This line I wrote while in the pool, kicking soft inner tube that was Colback blue. Fuck you, Sean Berkeley. I kept on dreaming of our America. I don't give a rat's ass about our America, but the rats above me do.
Thank you very much.
Hey, game on.
Someone please call the authorities. All right. I've got no one else on the list right now, but I know there's someone. Deborah, you're going to come up and read something, perhaps? It doesn't matter. Look, satire is the theme, but it is certainly not a necessity. It can be anything, clearly. Anything goes. And, okay, we got it. Okay. We don't get a signal. Here we go.
This is a poem. Can you hear me?
I understood them up on
In my creative writing class, we do a poem where we write a letter to God. And you're allowed to complain about anything you want and ask for stuff. And this is about being sort of middle-aged and trying to shed all the stuff that you've gathered in your life. It's called The Persistence of Encumbrance. Lord, life after half a century drags a U-Haul behind it, a truckload of possessions that don't love me back. So why am I toting a storage room, walls of books? So why am I toting a storage room, walls of books, tired photos and cracked frames, the engraved silverware my mother didn't want, crates of carnival glass I scrounged for in antique shops? Lord, just where is my bargain after burden? And where is my childhood blanket to sleep in as I cross the intersection of clouds in the rearview mirror on my way down highways in Maine and Massachusetts, where years of walking beaches with winter's held breath sent me inside to hunker by wood stoves, my father's old iron poker tied in a parcel I'll never unwrap. Why must things crush me into the gravel of one coast when all I want is spirit travel over continents never seen? I can promise you this, I'll never settle again in a homestead with lakes, curtains, and braided rugs. Isn't it enough that earworms from old songs shadow my brainwaves? I'm refusing comforts right now, not strapping the stereo or the queen-size mattress to the roof. It's no sin to divest myself of pillows and jewels, candlesticks, my great-aunt's deco lamps. Do we hoard and schlep during most of our good years because we know our bodies can't last? Since memories vanish, why not dump them now before Earth's rising waters eclipse everything we can't tie down? And what bureaucrat draws state lines so tight that looking back doesn't shift any light? I've prayed silently and aloud in many cities for many miles. I think my car itself might be the closest thing to home. Do the homeless know something we don't? Lord, I thank you for all the crossroads, the carryings, and the tolls I've run, but can't I set down these cartons once and for all? I need to know, like birds flying south, which sign is the right exit. Why can't I slide with the sun behind tree lines, trip into dapple, ride quiet on fruit moats until all mornings roll backward to the first day I was naked in the first world?
Very good. All right, guys, right here. No, somebody's out there. I know you're out there. Please just sign up here. No one else? All right, you got it. All right. So, I expect there to be a full list by the end of this song, okay? I'm just telling you right now. Ooh, Andrew actually retuned it. Man, you are a gentleman and a scholar. No one ever does that. All right, this is the only satirical song that I know that I can actually do in mixed company. And it's about a guy who gets you to buy stuff that you don't need. By a fellow by the name of Joe Jackson, who none of you know, but that's okay. Well, that was one of my good ones. Oh, what the beautiful people told me all those good clean fun. Okay, we got anybody? All right. As long as you don't set it on fire. I mean, metaphorically, you can. All right.
Let's have some dueling guitars.
So, David, who can play the guitar, is coming up next, I guess?
Woo, David!
Is that your surname? Is that like Lexington 28? I guess it's like David, who can play the guitar.
Anything for a career, right? Come on, it's probably.
Karen's going to do a little soft shoe later, though, I think. Come on up. Ortiz. David Ortiz, and you're going to play something of your own composition or original? Oh, wow, here we go. No cameras, please.
I love the guitar. Right?
Awesome, I'm getting it out of the way.
Hey, Chuck, me too.
I said, oh yeah, no, it's not.
This was never in your plans, but here I am. She had her whole life figured out, knew what she wanted to be. Someday this city will be mine. She had that in mind. But she lives a simple life, ripped up jeans, no perfumes. You can watch her by the river, dancing to the blues. Wakes up every morning to go to church Sundays. Sometimes she can feel a little lonely. So I told her, you are so beautiful. You've got the best grades in all of your school, and you don't need no one to shine on your own. How can you possibly feel like you're alone? She has her whole life figured out, knows where she wants to go. After graduation, she's going to MIT to get her degree. Her best friend is her Labrador. She has the keys to the doors to go where she wants to go. Her laughter is joy. Her smile is so pure. But sometimes she can feel a little insecure. So I told her, you are so beautiful. Anything you say, anywhere you go, and you don't need no one to shine on your own. How can you possibly feel like you're alone?
Very, very nice. Thank you. Very good. All right. So, yes, we have another. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I got 1,000. Okay. So, and you are. Where's the list? Okay, very good. Okay. Chip? Yes. Okay, good. All right. We'll work this out. I have to work within the conventions of the art form here, okay? This is Chip, and he's going to do something. Oh! Wow! We're just breaking stereotypes left and right around here. All right, he's going to sing. All right, very good.
You're at the front of the line. Everyone turns around. Now the back's the front of the pauper's crown. Up is down, but high's not low. Right is up, but right is left, and stop means go. Darn it. Sorry. Okay, let me start over. You're at the front of the line. Everyone turns around. Now the back's the front of the pauper's crown. Up is down, but high's not low. Right is left, and stop means go. I'm a mime, I'm trapped inside a box. I'm a mime, a clown who never talks. I'm a mime, I hope you get the gist. I'm a mime, this song should not exist. The Hydra seems to have lost his head, while the Beast Man fights the living dead. The sad clown is conversing with me, while birds are jumping out of the sea. I'm a mime, I'm trapped inside a box. I'm a mime, a clown who never talks. I'm a mime, I hope you get the gist. I'm a mime, this song should not exist. The baby's dad's finished giving birth as clouds are discovered under the earth. They said tell the truth when I asked for a dare, and it seems like nothing's everywhere. I'm a mime, I'm trapped inside a box. I'm a mime, a clown who never talks. I'm a mime, I hope you get the gist. I'm a mime, this song should not exist. The bully's acting awfully nice as we're plodding on the blazing ice. And so I say, when day is night, when right's gone wrong and black is white, I'm a mime, I'm trapped inside a box. I'm a mime, a clown who never talks. I'm a mime, I hope you get the gist. I'm a mime, this song should not exist. I'm a mime.
Very good. Thank you. Good. Mine is money. Mine is money. All right. Next up, Antoine Sayers and Toy.
And toy!
And Toy. All right, there we go. And Toy Sayers is going to. What are we doing? A poem. All right. Very good. Here you go. One. Without further ado.
Alright, so I haven't really tried to fix this one yet. So bear with me, it's not that great, but how did it feel the first moment you realized you didn't deserve someone? How did the idea dawn? Did it sneak up on you like a snake, slithering and sliding through your spine? Did it curl around your neck and begin eating its tail, chewing farther and further until you suffocated? Was it always there, a tiny giant held quiet in the back of your mind, or a small ball on a line of string held steady and prim, so she came in and it became excited. It bounced and boinged, alerting you to its existence. It plunked and clinked like a master guitarist applying pizzicato to Ben's golden strings. Did it hurt? Did you double over, shrieking in pain as your stomach wriggled around your liver, hugging and kissing it, dancing the dance only the dead bedfellows know? It burned even more as he put his arms around you and asked, "What's wrong?" Did you feel the needles, bigger than punctures and in no way accurate? How did they pierce your skin, your eyes skidding and slicing their way through your pitiful excuse for defense? Or was it rapture, freedom, beauty, encompassing you like it encompasses a newborn child who will never buy her own drink, a lover who never has to worry if his partner loves him back? Did it fill you with bliss? Was it a kiss, a caress, a bitch? Did they bless? How did it feel the first moment you realized you didn't deserve someone? How did it feel the first moment you died?
You've got some heavy thought-provoking stuff here today. Very good. Very food for thought this early in the morning. Very good. Next, I've got, or last I've got, we've still got 4 people up here. Come on, really. We had a mime, okay? I know that you guys have something that's as good or as unusual as that. Somebody, okay? I did not expect a mime today. My mind is already blown. There we go. No, I'm here all week. Thank you. I had a hard time looking at that. Jamaica Lee? Jamaica? Jamaica? Okay, I don't He's like, I can't read what you wrote. Oh, okay, all right. If you put Mika, see, I know, but you didn't put your right. Anyway, Mika is going to dramatic interpretation by Mika Lee of something. So here we go.
Okay, I'm reading Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. She had a big impact in my writing and stuff like that. I'm really nervous, so bear with me. Okay, Still I Rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lines. You may trap me in the very dirt, but still like this, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops leaking by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awfully hard? Cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like they're alright. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise? That I dance like I got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean leaving in wine, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
Thank you, Mika. Very nice. Very nice. All right, guys. Chirp. Come on, somebody's got something. Oh, here we go. All right, thank you. Very nice. Here comes Trish and Carly. Is this like a sister act?
This is a spontaneous, This is a spontaneous duet in the name of poetry. Writes of Spring celebrates all literature, but especially language. And one of my favorite poets that I just introduced Carly to is Denise Levertov. She writes deceptively simple, so it's more like a meditation. And
my name is Carly Mixon, and Professor Stewart is my English teacher. Two girls discover the secret of life in a sudden line of poetry.
I, who don't know the secret, wrote the line. They told me.
Through a third person, they had found it, but not what it was, not even.
What the line was. No doubt by now, more than a week later, they have forgotten the secret.
The line, the name of the poem. I love them for finding what I can't find.
And for loving me, and the line that I wrote. And for forgetting it, so that
1,000 times, till death finds them, they may discover it again in other lines.
In other happenings. And for wanting to know it, for
assuming there is such a secret. Yes, for that most of all.
So we celebrate your secrets. If you didn't get the poem, Just Google later, The Secret by Denise Levertov. She has a wonderful poem called Celebration that would be wonderful for today too. So Chad, if you don't get any more, we'll read Celebration too.
We have contingency plans all over the place. All right. Next on our stage. Oh, very nice. Come on up, come on up. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Good morning, Professor Michael. Welcome. Yeah, it's pretty clear I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it. Shake it like I'm supposed to do. Because I got that boom boom that all the boys chase, all the right jumping, all the right places. I see magazines working that Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real, right? Come on now, make it stop. I've got that beauty, just raise them up. Because every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know, I'm all about that bass, no trouble. 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 I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny chicks, hey. No, I'm just playing. I know you think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you, every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama told me not to worry about your size. She says boys, they like a little more booty to hold at night. You know I won't be no stick figure, no silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm about that bass. Y'all know about that bass. No trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I am all about that bass, no trouble. I am bringing booty back.
And how? All right. Up next, we have our own. Zakia was up on the next, but you're here. You want to go ahead, Erica? Come on. We have our own professor. See, we lead by example here. That's what we believe in. We show you how to do it, school you on it, and then you guys come up and try. Okay? And that is a direct challenge because whatever works.
This is not actually a poem that I wrote. My name's Ariana Bianchi, and this is a poem by one of my former students. You may know her, Maisha Akbar. Anyone know Maisha? Amazing student, amazing young woman. So she wrote this poem. Her first language is French, so she wrote this poem in English saying, I can't write poetry, but it's really pretty good. Wake up, they say, it is now. This moment, this instant, to seize or let yourself be seized. But you still sleep. You and I, we are not much. Mustn't we fly, love? How can I, with serene certainty, rest my head upon all of your dimensions, when no summits were conquered, but to leave you even for the sweetness of our reunions, callous fingers grasping the tender flesh under our groins, even for the mysticism of your reflection, lingering between the creases of my face, then catching, oh light, my sacred cornea, even for the sake of our liquor, distilled, matured, fermented, for us to lie drunk of the other. Even for those powerful joys that only old age can take in calmly, quietly, knowing happiness is not of nature, but is right, is. Even then, I cannot abandon you. My disposition is weak. Here, wipe the sweat at the corner of my lips. You stared a moment too long. You too are weak? Come then. This hospice has no healers, nurses, or medicines, only prayers. Your systole, my diastole, chanting, and our musk, flesh, sweat, saliva, tears, seeking to be incense.
Beautiful.
Very nice, very nice. Up next we have another Professor Howard, Zakia. She's coming up, and are you going to... Oh, very nice. Here we go. I'll rather read.
I've done this since college, so years. I am, not because I'm not, but because I am. Not because I think, but because I breathe, because I beat and laugh, mourn and moan, borrow and loan, forgive and beg forgiveness. I am not because someone else says I am, defines, confines, or tries to refine me. I am not because I remind you of someone else. Not Claire Huxtable, not Whitney Houston, not Michelle Obama. I am not Karen Parker. I am not your token, not your acceptable, not your one black friend. I am not my hair, my butt, my skin. I am not hostile or angry or aggressive, exotic or proud or bougie. I am mystery unfolded, promise and purpose. Not perfect, a diamond no longer rough, but I am all that.
All right. Next up, we have Barbosa reading a poem. Reading a poem. Here we go.
What happens in space should stay in space by Lawrence Carpenter. 90 million Nazis price to build a cool safe device, so astronauts could have a place to find or to handle pee and fecal waste. And men of space will have a loo to do what other men must do. This $1 million NASA will pay, so no spacemen will flow away. These men were safe from their own farts, with legs restraining other parts. And I was safely put in place, a Potter party out in space. But something went wrong, I heard today. An amber rain, it's on its way. No place to hide, no place to run. A loo in space has come undone. From far in space I cry unheard. A spaceman hit by a flying turd.
Thank you. Very nice. Very nice. Got a couple of people signing up here. Let me see what we got. Let's use next. I don't get that started. We have Roseanne. Roseanne is up next. Professor Colo has the list here. Roseanne, and you are doing the song list? Okay, very good. Yeah.
You'd be great.
Okay. It's one of my favorite artists. You might know the Flowbots. And, you know, their song gets you thinking. And the one I'm doing is Handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. No handlebars. No handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. No handlebars. No handlebars. Look at me. Look at me. Hands in the hair like it's good to be alive. And I'm a famous rapper, even when the pats are all crookedly. I can show you the do-si-do. I can show you how to scratch your record. I can take apart a remote control and I can almost put it back together. I can tie a knot in a cherry stem. I can tell you all about Leif Erikson. I know all the words to De Colores.
and I'm proud to be an American. Me and my friend saw a platypus. Me and my friend made a comic book. And guess how long that took? I can do anything that I want because I can keep a rhythm with no metronome. No metronome, no metronome. I can see your face on the telephone, on the telephone, on the telephone. Look at me, just called to say that it's good to be alive in the small world. I'm all curled up with a book to read. I can make money, open up a thrift store. I can make a living off a magazine. I can design an engine, 64 miles to the gallon on gasoline. I can make new antibiotics. I can make computer service aquatic. Conditions I know how to run the business. I can make you want to buy a product. Movers, shakers, and producers. Me and my friends understand the future. I can see the strings that control the systems. I can do anything with no resistance, cause I can lead a nation with a microphone, with a microphone, with a microphone. I can spit the atoms off a molecule, off a molecule, off a molecule. Look at me, driving and I won't stop. And it feels so good to be alive and on top. My reach is global, my tower secure. My cause is noble, my power is pure. I can hand out 1 million vaccinations or let them all die from exasperations. Have them all healed from their lacerations or have them all killed by assassination. I can make anybody go to prison just because I don't like them. I can do anything with no permission. I can have it all under my command because I can guide a missile by a satellite, by a satellite, by a satellite. I can hit a target through a telescope, through a telescope, through a telescope. And I can end the planet in a holocaust, in a holocaust, in a holocaust. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
Thank you. Very nice, very nice. Up next we have Dwayne Solomon. Dwayne. You're good. Come on up. Pensacola has a few more spots left. We've got about 25, 30 minutes left. So I think we have room for a couple more. So there you go.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. I actually wrote this poem for Professor Joyce's class last semester. It's Maya Angelou kind of has something to do with this poem. It's called I Rise for Greatness. You may judge me poorly without proof or without knowing me. You may talk bad about me without ever saying a word to me. You may write lies about me without knowing the facts. You may tell your friends bad things about me without ever saying hello to me. But still I rise and I excel for excellence. Just like the sun, I rise every day for a purpose. I guess you are too busy to see I am different. Is it that you're in fear of my abilities, or is it that your ignorance cripple your ability to make a positive difference? Here's a little fact about me that makes me stand out different from the crowd. I'm on a mission to excel for a greater cause. I do not tolerate ignorance. I support success. Failures aren't entertained. I am like the sun. I rise every day for a greater and beneficial purpose. Ask me how I do it and I'll say I'm different from the crowd.
Dwayne Solomon, thank you very much. Up next we have Amber Jones. Amber Jones.
Go Amber.
There she is. All right, take the stage. And you are doing a poem. Awesome, very good. Amber Jones.
I am doing a poem. I'm saying I am my brother's keeper. You have always been here for me, but now you are about to leave. I know we fuss and fight, but I love you with all my heart. I love you with all my might. You are my big brother, and there is no other. No one can take your place, and when you leave, there will be an empty big space. We've never been really close, but at least you have not always lived across the coast. Because some big brothers do, I'm really grateful for the 15 years I lived with you. I remember when I was small, and I will always fall. You were always there for me, and I know you will always be. You told me not to cry, that everything would be okay, even if I thought you lied. It was like my big brother saved the day. You made me laugh, you made me cry, you even helped me hide some lies. I love you is something I don't tell you enough, but I want you to know, when you leave, it will really be tough. I don't know how my life will be without you beside me. You lived with me for 15 years, but now we're shedding our goodbye tears. I know you have to move out and start a new life on your own, but promise me without doubt, you will never forget us back at home.
Thank you, Amber. Up next, Shanard Robinson. He's going to bring it. Wow. How are you, Shanard? What are we doing today? Ah, poem by Langston Hughes, a classic. Very good.
This is a poem by Langston Hughes called The Weary Blues. Drowning a drowsy, syncopated tune, rocking back and forth to a mellow croon. I heard a Negro play down on Lenox Avenue the other night by the pale dull paler of an old gas light. He did a lazy sway to the tune of those weary blues. With his ebony hands on each ivory key, he made the poor piano moan with the melody of blues. Swaying to and fro on his rickety stool, he played that sad raggedy tune like a musical fool. Sweet blues, coming from a black man's soul. Oh blues, in a deep song voice with a mimicry tune. I heard that Negro sing that old piano moan. Ain't got nobody in all this world, ain't got nobody but myself. I's gonna quit my frowning and put mama's troubles on the shelf. Thump, 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 when his foot on the floor. He played a few chords, then he sang some more. I got the weary blues and I can't be satisfied. Got the weary blues and can't be satisfied. I ain't happy no more, and I wish that I had died. And far into the night, he crooned that tune. The stars went out, and so did the moon. The singer stopped playing and went to bed, while the weary blues echoed through his head. He slept like a rock, or a man that's dead.
All right, Shanard, very nice. Thank you. Next up, we have Jade. And can I just say that my 9:30, 11:02 class is bringing it today, okay? Thank you guys very much. Has nothing to do with me.
A poem by Kai Davis. You will know. You will know when her stuttering sighs shake the mattress, when her tremors curl the heaviest brackishness from her eyes. Wake up, it is morning. We are morning. We are no sun. You will know when her mother calls. Nothing? No one, she says. She's lying. You let her. A moment ago you were everything. Folding over each other like they go, you will become a whisper when her mother calls. You will become nothing. You will know when it is dark, when you walk. When she reaches for your hand, you suddenly have an itch on your thigh. Suddenly you find yourself pocket deep in fear. Those boys in the corner, pocket deep in stares, mouth full of spit instead of questions. You will know when shame fills your palm in place of her. You will know when you've calculated, when you pick the right place at the right time. Disgusting still finds you, still shakes your gait. You won't know from watching TV, from NPR, the like. Brushing shoulders with men drenched in glitter, a flag in your hand, it's just a stick. You still don't know why they used to burn those for us. You won't know from birthing us, from changing your mind, from praying, from faking it, from loving us, from not, from fucking us, from leaving. So you still don't know, still won't. A billion books you won't read, won't teach you. A billion books you won't still. And still you either try or you don't, and still you won't unless you are. So here you aren't, and we on the wrong side of the field that we've tried to shine through, but we are no sun, we are morning.
Very nice, thank you. Up next we have Carlos Sadesky. Carlos.
Hi, I'm Carlos. I'm going to read something that I wrote in creative writing with Professor Di Nicola last semester. It was one of my favorite short stories that I've written. All right, it's called How to Make Friends in an Elevator. First, you decide to walk around your school's campus, or any place where you can end up wandering around aimlessly. When you want to go to a different floor, you decide to take the elevator instead of the stairs. The elevator part is key, as nobody ever makes friends by using the stairs. Wait patiently for the doors to open as they allow you into the potential friend-making box. Upon boarding the vertically transversing vessel, there is a possibility of other people boarding at the same time. When this criteria or similar situations are met, you officially have a chance to make some new friends in the elevator. After what feels like hours, someone in the capsule will say something along the lines of, "Well, this is awkward," as a form of attempting to break the thick barrier between both boarding parties. Next, a person in one of the groups will hesitantly push his way through the icy barrier by asking if any of the members of the party are good writers. If any of the opposing party says yes, this will lead to a question like, "Do you think you can proofread my essay for me?" When this happens, you must agree to do so, as you will have nothing better to do. Hence wandering around the school without a purpose. Whether or not the conversation is successful or not is I have to reread the sentence. Whether or not the conversation is successful on the sluggish ride to the higher place is important when making new friends. Follow the other group off the elevator and continue talking to these people or person as you proofread the essay or whatever other task the said person may require help with. By the time you are done, you should have made some new friends and have gotten to know people better. In the end, making friends in an elevator is an overall fun experience that leads to meeting new people who you might never talk to again, or meet new people who will change your life afterwards. So next time you have nothing to do and have to choose between an occupied elevator or the stairs, take the elevator.
Take the elevator. Very nice. Thank you very much, folks. Next up, get ready, folks. I don't know what this is going to be, but it's Jared Simpson. Where's Jared? There he is. Oh, we have to make a dramatic entrance. What are you doing, Jared? A poem. One you wrote? Nice. Okay, here we go. An original poem by Jared Simpson, written by himself.
Living in the past. In days gone by, you were the one I needed to help me get by. Now that you're gone, it seems like I was left alone. I feel unloved, unwanted, unnecessary, even when it's not so. I could be in a room full of people, yet feel so alone. I miss you, and the irony of the story is, you shunned me when you were here. Never told me how much you cared. And now that I know, it's too late. But why am I suffering for your mistakes? It feels like I'm being punished, weathered away. It seems like everyone I trusted turned vultures in this new day. But I have people who care, people who I can depend on. But they aren't people who I can live on. So why not try to live for myself? Live my life to the fullest. But what do I want? What do I really need? All I need is someone, that one, to love me.
Good. Thank you, Jared. Side to side, Jared. Very nice. Mario Joseph up next. Good. What are you doing, Mario? Very nice. Thank you.
This is a poem I wrote a while ago. Very short. Stop this over that. I should really stop this and start that. Although this makes me feel good, and that seems to be more work, knowing what this has and is continuously doing to me, I really got to quit. But it's gotten to a point where I really like it. While I let that disappear like fog lights in a mist, sooner or later, this will be another opportunity missed. That is a path I should surely take, but instead I'm suffering from this mistake. A lesson to be learned from this situation would have been wise to make that an obligation. As time has been wasted with just this to show, if that should come forth, if a chance should come forth, with that I shall grow. This is death, this is death and that is life, and killing yourself just isn't right.
Very nice, thank you. Next up we have Cheryl with Wedmore, and actually we've got about 15 minutes left. I think we have room for a couple more people on the list here. So there's 3 more on the list, but put it right back here. If you guys want to, anybody else want to do a couple of things here? Got a little bit of room left. Just
Walk around.
well, I mean, just if you want to. Cheryl?
Maybe you can search for your bag.
Yes, very good.
Because I left.
Oh, okay, I can't, okay. Gerald, sorry. Handwriting, folks, handwriting. Very good. What do we do? Oh, nice. Rockapella time. Okay, go ahead. But you have to get up on the mic there because it's a little. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. It should be on.
All right, we good? All right. Actually, I'm going to just basically form it as a poem. Forget it. Sorry. The memories of a young heart are timeless, but Cupid shot an arrow right into a fine nest. He was a youngin', only about 14, but in his mind he thought he found a girl of his dreams. She had the body of a princess, the type that make you want to go to church and sin less. He didn't stop to think what he was in for, especially when the panties started dropping to the floor. The clock was spinning and he felt like he was winning. He was 6 months in and he thought that things would never end. She kept him grinning, making food up in his kitchen. Shit, his mama was tight. She even let the girl stay the night. With no worry, his vision was getting blurry. He couldn't see the stunning lie standing right before his eyes. Sometimes she would go hang out with other men, and in the end she told him, don't trip, he's just a friend. Ooh. A year gone and he started getting suspicious. They weren't flying and they started getting vicious. They separate for a day to get away, and while he was trying to fix his shit, she was gonna play. The boy was thinking, how could I say that? The girl loved me unconditional, I gotta get back. Little did he know his guessing was right. He figured that out when he went to see her that night. Double tapping on the window, he looked through and saw it was some dude that he didn't know. She caught a glimpse of a man outside, but too late for her, the love that he had just died. His next words to her were something like, baby, I find your lack of faith disturbing. I'll see you later. And with that, she fell to the floor. He wanted to know more, and all he heard was, baby, please. Sweet memories is all you need. The actual version that has no screw-ups is on SoundCloud. Go ahead and find the link later.
Yes, and Gerald, right? Gerald. Okay, sorry for the pronunciation issue. I'm old. All right, anyway, next up we have Matthew Cohen. Matthew, bring it. What are we doing? Oh, sure. This is extemporaneous poetry here. Take it away, Mr. Cohen.
Yeah. So I apologize because I typed this like 5 seconds ago, and I'm pretty nervous being the shortest guy probably on stage today. So, July 4th, 1942. 3 in the red, white, and blue. but in the right, not such for the black, the gay, or the Jew. Ruled for thousands of years to be built upon a chamber of tears. Hatred, bigotry, or fear, nations turn a blind eye to what they don't want to hear. Now, June 6, 1944, allies want to win the war. Sees not an ocean blue, but rather a quagmire of blood of the proud and few. By the time all is said and done, no man is truly one. Those who stood can no longer walk, legs gone, pain that is never lost. Men tried to turn the world into a grave, of which all inferior deemed a slave. Turn a blind eye to history, and this could be you. Ignorance, the ultimate cost behind this Holocaust.
Very nice. On the spot, off the dome, at 10:20 a.m. Very nice. The next one we have here is, again, apologize, Stefan. Very nice. What are we doing? A poem. Nice. Very good.
This isn't a poem. It's a result of all my thoughts. Breadcrumbs in case I've been rough and end up lost. On point, tongue's a sword, mind is sharp. Don't ponder on the bridge before you cross and jump off. Be patient. Once you visualize it, all it takes is time. I'm impatient. I'm out of here. Top button open, don't care what my tires. I feel like a roach on a tire. I feel like I'm burning on tires. That's it.
Very much. Next up we have Murky, which is who's going to do something. Okay, hold on.
Well, the poet.
It's a mystery. It's kind of murky.
No, I can water it. This poem is called No Name. The sun is up, he smiles into my world. The days are new, with him I feel as if I'm his only girl. The way I feel with him within his arms, in just one look, I feel safe from harm. His fragrance so strong, my good luck charm. With him, with you, I feel so numb. The way that he speaks, I feel as if my word has paused. And as if every sentence has given me a whole meaning, something's living. That sparkle in his eyes when he looks into mine. The weight of his touch when time goes by and by. And when he's mad, so cute to see. His cheeks turn red, and so does his cheeks. But when he says my name, all has changed. With such care, he alters, and there's no shame. You are the definition, and my only definition of what love is, and what it looks like.
Very good. And next up on our shoe, we have the illustrious, the talented Professor Juan Calle. Take it away, Calle.
All right, hello. My student Ashley asked me to read this. This is something that she wrote. So it's called In Too Deep. All you do is throw the ball and I fetch. You know how you got me feeling sometimes. I just regret you. I wish I never met you. The one thing about it, like Aretha Franklin for Otis Redding, your girl got respect for you. And every time we're dismissed, I just want to say back in session, there's got to be half a session. And I know you feel the same way, too, because you always end up coming back through in and out revolving doors when it's time to win you the perfect score, because I let you. I love you.
Very nice. And once again, we've got Dr. Fetters going to step up here and melt your face. in dialect here.
Where are all these short people? So this is a book I like, and it's called Finnegan's Wake, and it's named after a song. And I guess partly it's on my mind because I had a good time on St. Patrick's Day. It's an Irish novel. But more than anything else, are there any Alice in Wonderland fans? Those kinds of stories of puzzles and riddles and games, exploration, going down the rabbit hole, that kind of stuff. We heard a poem earlier about down is up, and up is down is right, and left is right, and all that stuff. Right? So this is that kind of book. So this will not make sense at all, but think of this as more like music. So it's more for your ear than it is for your, I don't know, what else? Whatever you use. So I'm going to try, it's going to be embarrassing, I'm going to try to do it in my kind of fake Irish accent. Right, river run, past the Eden Islands, from shore to shore to bend the bay, brings us by commodious likeness and recirculation, like the boot castle in Netherlands. So Tristram, the Orde, Morris, row with the short sea, at past the course we see, real Roy from north to Monaco. On this side, the scraggy isthmus of Yurt Minor to wielder five spinach in the door. Nor at topsoilers, rocks by the stream of Macony exaggerated themselves to Lawrence County gorgeous wild wit, Dublin and Mumper all the time. Nor a voice from a fire below Meshi to Dub, God Patrick. Not yet, though very soon after having Kitscat buttoned did the landlord Isaac. Not yet, though all's fair in Venice, where so ceased their throats were thrown in Nathan Joe. Brought the peck of paws, mulch had gem or shin, brewed by the arc light and rory end of the rig and bow, was to be seen rinsome on the upper face, the fall. And this next word goes on for a long time. And all the little games and riddles in this, so I mean, that didn't make much sense, right? So, but a lot of times you encounter one word is combined with another word, and you have to read it and kind of sound it out. You figure out what maybe the author's trying to say. But this next one is a whole bunch of words. Each one means the word thunder in different languages. So, this is a tough one. The foil. Ba 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 dal garaka taka mino ron kon ron ton ron ton ton torvar hon skon dude don't tornok. Of a once Wall Street old spire is retailed early in bed and later in life down to all Christian minstrelsy. So it's a really book that's it's based on a song about a fellow who died, and what happened is they had an Irish wake. You're supposed to lay out the body whenever someone passes away, and all the people come, the family members come by, the neighborhood comes by, and they express their sorrow that this person's gone. But in old-fashioned Irish wake fashions, you also would have a little whiskey. Can I say whiskey? You have a little whiskey, a little food. You have a good time. You talk about your old memories of this person. But apparently, at this event, someone accidentally poured some whiskey on this guy's head, and he came back to life. So it must have been pretty good whiskey. So, there you are.
Thank you very much. Fun fact, the drunker you are, the more that makes sense.